Welcome, Nuts, man. Introduce yourself and let everybody know where you from.
Oh, what up, y'all? It's Kid Charlie Careless. I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, I have part of Brooklyn you from.
I live in Bed-Stuy all my life, born and raised.
Okay. So what got you into writing rhymes?
It's kind of a long story, but I started in 6th grade. My best friend Jason, he used to freestyle in the back of the classroom. This is, I grew up in a church environment. I'm not really, I wasn't really accustomed to what I heard when he was freestyling.
Yeah.
But seeing freestyle and the response that my other classmates was giving him in the 6th grade, I wanted part of. I really liked the feeling. I like watching him do it. So, I used to play around with it, and then when I seen people was, sort of nodding their head to what I was saying and actually, feeling what I'm saying, I was like, I might got something here. So I just started writing, taking it a little more serious. And then, 7th and 8th grade, that's when really I met another dude, Avery and Tercel. And these dudes, they really wrote, they like rapped hard. And ever since then, like when I met them, I really took it super serious. I wanted to be as good as they were,
Okay.
And that's really what's it. That's really how I got started. The rest is history.
So what you listening to, like the rappers that was in the game already during the time when you start writing?
I was, but I wasn't. I think the first rap album I actually heard with understanding. I was in the 6th grade. Most kids, you can't really understand. You probably could like the hook, but you won't really understand the lyrics, And I think the first rap album I actually really, really understood the lyrics was Jay-Z Blueprint 1. And Jay-Z Blueprint 2 came out. Me and my friend Jason, he bought it. I had the gift. He had the curse. We come back to school, switch. I'll take the curse. He had the gift. And that's when it was around that time period. That's when I really, really, understood rap. And then when Lloyd Banks was coming out with a bunch of his mixtapes, that was it. I said, I got to do this. He's one of my favorite rappers still to this day. So I think it's because of Jay-Z, Lloyd Banks, friend Jason. That's what really, really did it. That's when I was like, this is it,
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
That I actually recorded? I can't tell you the first rap I ever wrote, but I think I could tell you the first song I ever recorded. Yeah, it was it's old. You probably could find it on YouTube if you look up Charlie B's Workout. If you type it in just like that, you'll probably find it. It'll have like a black background and say Charlie B. That was before I changed my name to Charlie Careless. Everybody used to call me Charlie B. But yeah, that's the first song, and that song is fucking horrible. Looking back at it now, that's the worst fucking song I ever recorded in my life. I mean, back then I was just, times has changed. It's not as aggressive as it was back then. I was like damn near like 9th, 10th grade at that time when I actually first recorded, and I had about 1,000 guns, I had 1,000 cars, I had like 1,000 bitches, 1,000 girls, excuse my language, and
That's all good. Raps.
Oh, okay. All of my raps, so I wasn't even I was all over the place in my raps back then. Now it's more like, like I said, times has changed, so it's more like speaking was real, not fabricating and making up stuff like I did back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how you link up with P Days?
P, that's another. Oh man, that's a great story. I actually enjoy telling this story. Ninth and 10th grade, me hoodlum. I was cutting school a lot, and you meet people cutting school. You meet other cutters. And y'all become cool. I met his cousin Theo. We both went to the same high school, Boys and Girls High School, and I linked up with him. He knew I rap. I was actually actively rapping in a couple of ciphers at the time, me and my friend, and he heard me, and he rocked with me. He showed a lot of love, and he told me his cousin rap. So at first I didn't even care because it's like his cousin wasn't even at the his cousin didn't go to Boys and Girls, so I was like, I'm never gonna even meet this dude, So I wasn't really caring, but me and Theo, we got really, really cool, and I started going to his house and everything. And when I first went to his house, I didn't see his cousin. I didn't meet his cousin, but Theo had my number. He called me with P Days on the line, and he told me to rap, and we was gonna go back and forth rapping over the phone. And I gotta tell you, we probably rapped, no lie, for like an hour and a half straight. Damn. Like back and forth. I swear to you, not back and forth. I was sitting on. I wasn't shitting, but I was sitting on the toilet, just going through books of my raps, and just picking out every time he rapped. I was like looking for the next rap that I'm gonna say, and it was mad. It was really, really cool, and that dude was so nice. P was fucking amazing, and I was like, yo, I gotta link up with you. I gotta, we gotta become close. I gotta, break some bread or something, because he was remarkable. And what was over the phone? I think Ray, my friend Ray, P, they was all on P side listening, and they was telling Theo, that they really fucks with me. They was calling me nice, and I really appreciate that. So finally went over there, actually got to shake hands with the man, and then ever since then we was just cool. We kicked it off immediately. Like, he understood my me and him shared very similar goals in rap. We like the same people for the most part. Yeah. His style of rapping isn't so far from mine. Well, a little bit, but in the beginning it wasn't. Like, we was just, I sort of changed a little, but like when we first started, me and him was just going back and back and back, So like, P will always be here, P, I'm so happy I even met that dude. If it wasn't for P, I wouldn't even have recorded my first song. My first song I ever recorded was with P. It was at some other dude house, and that's when I actually took it serious, where I said I actually want to be a rapper. Before then, it was a somewhat of a phase, because I used to draw. I always wanted to be an artist. I could draw really good. But when I recorded with P, that's when, drawing went out the window. I like to hear myself, coming through speakers now, Mm-hmm. So that's how I met P.
Okay. So you heard that diss song towards P by Mr. Winters. How you felt about that?
P is how can I explain it? Me and P is on the same team, but P don't need a team. P is a one-man army by itself. He's the sniper, he's the gunman, he's recon, he's everything all in one. And that Mr. Winter diss was just fuel to fire. It wasn't smart. Like, people don't understand. P, like, he yearns for that. He it's almost like he dares you to do it, even though he don't, verbally say it. So I wouldn't even recommend anyone to diss P. P got it handled. He just waits for it. It's not like he goes around blacking on everybody, But one instant where you mention his name, that's it. He'll stop whatever he's doing, handle that, and then go back to whatever he was doing. So I like P. So when I heard the diss, I wasn't even shocked. I was just like, what I said in my head, I was like, the nerve of this guy. Like, this guy's about to, I feel sorry for him. And I didn't even hear P response when I said that. I'm like, it's not even worth it, because this wasn't even good. It was horrible. He sounded like Wayne on drugs. Well, Wayne was already on drugs, but he sounds bad. But I wasn't no concern at all. P got that handled. No concern at all. The diss was whack. P return was great. Oh man, he picked that best beat too, that Banks beat, and P handled that the way it was supposed to get handled. So that's just another story for his book. That's it.
And he promoted the nigga on his page.
He did. He did.
That's the funny part about it.
Yo, he did. I was like, good work. Like, jeez. He should have thought that one through, or maybe add more people to diss him instead of just him by himself, because it was horrible. He don't even rap good.
So did you ever get into any the battle raps?
In high school I did. Not so much like off, like record to record, like P and Winner did. I never really. It was an instance where there was this old team. I'm not even gonna like popularize them by calling their name, but it wasn't even. I'm not. How do I explain it? We used to record with them, and certain people that they wanted on the track with us, to feature on the track with us or have us featured on their track, they were horrible. And we're not like, me and P, is very outspoken. If you're whack, like, you're whack. We're not even the type to be like, all right, let me just get on your track and I'll get some recognition. And, he'll just do whatever he do. The whole project looks bad if one person looks horrible, So tension started to build. And, you call a person whack long enough, they'll retaliate like a rapper should do, So we had a little. I didn't participate in it necessarily because they dissed everybody on my team, and every single person on my team probably dissed back except for me. The reason I didn't was I felt like it would lead to nothing. I'm a very strategic person when it comes to battles. I battled in high school around the same time that was happening because I felt that was more important. I wasn't writing for the disses that I heard, on MySpace. This is when MySpace was booming. I was writing for, in high school because high school is a different playground. You got to walk through your hallways, and it's like when you get beat in a battle in high school, it is the worst. It's worse than losing over MySpace because you see these people every day until the school year is over. Yeah. You can cut school all you want to, but you just fell out. So eventually you're going to have to go to school. So I had the battle, and it's crazy thing because I actually lost. But, depending on, the side you was on, people say it was debatable. Still to this day, they tell me that that's the best battle that boys and girls had. This shit had to get broken up by cops. That's how much people was there.
Damn.
And it was a pretty big battle. And so that's why really, and we went 6-7 rounds. And this is, and we in 10th grade, 9th grade, and we just remembering 6-7 round raps, and we was just, I felt like that was more important. And I got the utmost trust in my team and respect for my team, so when I tell you that every battle that my team sent to those dudes over MySpace was phenomenal, like, I wasn't even worried, you know, like, at all. And the diss is back. It was so bad that people who wasn't even on the team that we was dissing, that they were dissing, other people was dissing us just to help these dudes out. That's how bad it was. And I'm like,
crazy.
You know what, whatever. But after like a month, you know, the shit died down. You didn't hear from nobody. Everybody just went their separate ways, and that was that. But that was probably the only battle that I really like stepped out of. I still get a little flack about it, like with some of the dudes on the team, like, oh, you should have came in, blah blah blah. But like I said, like the battle in high school, I felt like it was more important, so I had to focus on my energy to that. I didn't want to lose.
And I think I knew the battle you talk about because Dave gave me a CD.
Oh, you know about those dudes?
And y'all going back and forth. And P used to tell me the story.
Oh, Get Money Crew? Oh, you know about them?
Yeah, P told me the story about them.
Oh, excuse me then, my bad. Well,
but
we
brought it up, that, like, the memory came back, it popped up back in my head. I remember he gave me the CD, all that.
P was blacking. Oh, man. P probably had, P had the most songs. I think, actually, I did a song called, me and my friend Bones, we did a song, Black Republicans. But I was like, you could say I threw a shot at them, but it was just a little shot. I wasn't like full. This was a little after when the whole team bombed them. Like this girl on our team, Serenity, Key Block, she went in, Bones went in. P, you already know what P did. I don't know if you know Kev, his friend Kev, he went in. Like his team, Broken Home, dumb dudes went in. Like it was bad. So, like the dude on Get Money Crew, the nigga name is how fucking long ago it is, I don't even remember. I think his name was Supreme. He even got beat up in front of his house. Like that's how serious it was. Like he got beat up in front of his house. They was not playing with him.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
It was getting a little personal, you know, throwing people, family members in and shit, who don't even belong in it. Family members who don't even rap, who don't even listen to our rap, you know, they just MySpace friends, you know, because they're family, and they was getting thrown into it, you know. They was crossing lines, so like I said, that got handled. Immediately. You know, we don't hear from them too much anymore.
So, when dude got beat down, that was on my side when that happened.
Oh, what? You live over there?
I'm not exactly over there, but you said something about Miller or some shit like that?
Huh?
People like, he said Miller Ave and shit. That's what.
I mean, I don't remember the street, honestly. It's so long ago. I think we get off at like, is that Van Sicklen? Is that the train station?
Yeah.
Like over there? All right.
Yeah, that's my side over there.
Oh, that's crazy. Should have been out. Should have been out and seen it. That was a massacre. Oh, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
So do you write every day?
Do I write every day? Say the truth, no. I write the most when I'm at work. I told P, like, I don't want to sound like I'm freestyling because I do not freestyle, but, like, I hardly get to write. And, you know, when you at work, you know, I'm actually opening boxes all freaking day, packing out shit. So, you know, I can't actually physically write. So I memorize my rhymes. And, you know, I don't, it's not freestyling. I, like, basically, you know, I memorize it. I say one line so many times, and then I say, you know, 2 lines so many times, 3 lines so many times, 4 lines, and it goes on to the point where I remember it. So most of my, you know, writing, if you will, It happens at work. That's when I feel like, you know, I get the most peaceful time because I work overnight. Overnight's dead. You know, everybody's, you know, the people I work with, everybody got a section, everybody in their own world. And, you know, I'm in my own island. You know, it's boring as hell, and the music is blasting. You know, that's when most of my writing get done. You know, and when I'm going to work and from work too, that's when most of it get done.
So you'll have issues with writer's block every time you write?
Hell yeah. Oh man, what? I'm on writer's block as we speak. Don't get me started on writer's block. I will be depending on the beat, like certain beats, they can carry a rapper. Like there's certain beats that's real monotone where you gotta. It's not much beat, it's not much instrument, so you actually have to be saying some shit.
Yeah.
You know, there's some beats where it's just, you know, it's real jingly and, you know, like it's a lot of instruments and you could sort of just get a flow and just keep, you know, going and rhyming and to the point where you're not even like saying nothing, you're just going with your flow. But you know, usually on a beat where I could get a good flow and I could keep going, those are the ones that I could finish. You know, I'll probably say, you know, with the process of how I write, I'll probably say I could finish it. You know, I get like 32 bars like in 2 days about. You know, I can't really write on the spot. I can do it if I'm actually pressured at the studio and I'm actually about to record. That's when I'll like really, really focus, you know. But I kind of like to take times when I write. You know, I do a lot of you know, scratching off and like putting new lines. You know, because I like the way it sound better. I like the way it landed on the beat better. I like the way it hit that drum better. You know, the way the word hit the drum. So that's usually the process. But writer's block comes the most on the beats where like you gotta actually be like saying like a deep kind of song where you actually spitting, you know, like a real song, a conscious type song. You know, those is where I really get writer's block from.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like party joints and all of that. Like, you know, that's all you gotta do is, you know, you don't gotta do too much. You just gotta create a feeling. You know, that's a party joint, and that ain't too hard to do.
So far, how many songs you've recorded?
Well, my first mixtape, you know, I'm scratching. I'm gonna do it over. I'm doing Notepad in a Dream. Right? My first mixtape was How Nice to Meet You. Remember?
Yeah.
And I mean, I liked it, but I didn't. I focused too much on a sound that's acceptable, you know, like my heart wasn't in it the way it should have been. I said my initial thought when I was doing that CD was to let me do a CD that the people will enjoy. I know that sounds like the normal thing to do, but the mixtape that I'm doing now, Notepad in a Dream, I want it to be, with the way I'm doing it, I want it to be something that I can listen to myself. That first one I can't listen to. Like, there's only 2-3 songs on it that I really like, you know, and that's bad. And the other songs, you know, even though it probably was liked by other people, you know, which is cool, but I think for a mixtape to really work, you know, the rapper himself supposed to enjoy it the most.
That's true.
You know, it's my art, it's my work. You know, I should be able to put this shit on repeat 1,000 fucking times if I wanted to. You know.
That's true.
So that's what I'm doing now. So my mixtape that I'm doing now is called Notepad in a Dream. So far I did there's 16 songs on it. But I'm gonna go and add, I think, like 2-3 more. That may seem like a lot, 19 songs for a mixtape. A lot of them is not full-fledged, 3-verse songs or 2-verse songs. There's like a couple freestyles up there, 16s, 32s. So it's gonna work out. But when that's what I'm working on right now.
Okay. So 80 features?
Of course, P. P definitely on it. That's P. No lie is gonna be on every feature of every mixtape. If God willing, I get an album. That's P's on it. Like P's always gonna get a feature. I got my son Bones on it. I got my man his crew. Shout out. Is that it? Yeah, me. I said me. Yeah, Bones, lyricist, and P Days. Oh, it's Star Money. Star Money. He got a song that's about to get put on.
Okay.
That might get recorded tomorrow. So, yeah. So only 4.
So tell us about the group When We Become Heroes.
When We Become Heroes. The song. There's a song from. There's a UK. You would call it. They sort of rap, but they don't. I don't know what to call their genre. It's not full-fledged rap the way we know rap as. UK has a different sound with their rap, and there's a group called The Streets, and they have a song called "Weak Becomes Heroes." That's where the name officially came from that song. Though I just like the name so much, even though my definition of the name is totally different from that song. Like, he talks about nothing of what I see Weak Become Heroes as. The original name was Weak Become Heroes. I put When Weak Become Heroes because when you say Weak Become Heroes, it shows you just think normal when weak become heroes. If you just say weak become heroes, someone who's weak became a hero. But when you say when weak becomes heroes, it sounds more of a story-based thing. It sounds like there's some kind of progression, there's some kind of transition that's going on. So us being from the bottom, our hero day, if you will, our bite on the hand to turn into Spider-Man would be to get rich and like to live a life with stability, financial stability, mental stability, because we all stressing out sometimes, So when I say when we become heroes, it don't necessarily mean physical strength. Someone who's weak has became into a hero and brolic with a cape. When I say when we become heroes, it means someone who's weak in all aspects. Whether their money is weak, whether they're mentally weak, whether they're stressing, whether they're going through poverty, whether they're any kind of downfall in their life that they're going through. That's they're weak at the time. So. And then heroes, it will be the complete opposite. It's every good thing you could think of. So that's what I mean when I say when weak becomes heroes. And since we all rappers and everybody on my group is from the bottom, that's why I really like it, because we all, and I'm so close knit with this team because, and I'll be, iffy about letting outsiders in is because, I don't want to break that thought process. We all sort of think the same. I don't want that to change. I want us to feel like we're coming up together. When we become heroes, I would like to feel that we all moving up together. That's why I'd be like a little iffy, but that's basically what the name means. Yep.
So who's members in the group?
It's me, P Days, of course, T-Bone, Star Money, Nikki, P Money. I don't want to miss nobody out. I would feel like a shithead if I did that. Sort of becoming a little, a little crowded. But let me see. Me, Days, Ray, P Money, Neek, Star Money. There's a lot of monies in here, evidently. My friend Toon, he's definitely in. I don't feel like I'm missing anybody. Damn, yo, I'm going to have to start writing this shit down. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope I ain't miss anybody. Like, yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. If I missed anybody, I'm dreadfully sorry. But the main dudes who actually rap is me, P. Days, and Bones. Okay. Like, where the rest is there for, like, moral support. They're going to come with us to, like, perform with us on stage. Some is hype men, stuff like that. And that's why, like, they even though they don't actually rap, they have, so many other things that they could contribute to the team, So that's why I keep them. But the rappers who actually rap is me, P. Days, and Bones.
So will it be a mixtape from y'all soon, like from when we become heroes?
In the future, of course, I would hope so. I can see it happening, but right now our main focus, Bones, he's doing his own mixtape. I'm doing my own mixtape. P's doing his own mixtape. Me and P, we talked about doing something together with the both of us, but it actually haven't gone into the works yet. But it'll be. I can see it down the line, but right now our plan is to instead of coming off as a group, quote unquote, like a 3-man rap group. We all thought it was best to like because we all have different styles, so I thought it would be best that if we just get in 3 different lanes and we just race for it. For our first mixtape, to like try to get out there and see what happens, But okay. Somewhere down the line, we'll definitely have a compilation of all 3 of us.
That's what's up. So right now, who are you feeling that's on radio and TV, all that other shit?
Oh man, yeah, I don't know. Like, oh gosh, I like Drake, but I like Drake when he raps. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of R&B music to begin with. Like, it's not a genre I really listen to. I'm hardly ever in an R&B mood. Some people say that it soothes you. It's smooth music that'll calm you, and I don't really think it calms me. I just be like, stop fucking whining. That's what I be saying all the time. But like, it's not a genre I listen to, but I like Drake, even though he's getting a lot into his R&B side. I like him when he raps, so he's still cool. I like Kendrick, big Kendrick fan. I listen to J. Cole. Still listening to Lloyd Banks on a regular. That's what I really listen to, sort of like every day. Meek Mills, he just did Dream Chaser 3. That's getting played. The last album I really listened to was Eminem's. That just came out. That was Eminem, of course. Did it again. Fucking genius. Hey, this is the fucking man, yo. But that's pretty much it on the radio. I hardly really listen to the radio. I sort of just, if there's a song that's new, I'll probably hear it playing from somebody's car, and then I'll go look it up to see what it was. But the normal people I usually listen to that's probably getting played on the radio is Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake. Eminem, if he's getting played on the radio. Lloyd Banks, pretty much it.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I listened to the radio. I mean, like, for example, if I listen to Drake, about what? Let's say if it's 9 o'clock, I listen to Drake. Then 9:12, I hear the same song again. It'd be 9:19, you hear the same shit. Like, God damn.
Yeah, they the variety in radio has diminished completely. Like, it's just a circle now. Like, you're gonna hear the same songs. I remember I was driving and they was playing his song "Hold On, We're Coming Home."
Yeah.
I didn't even want to hear it. I was like, all right. I heard it one time, then they played it again. Like, probably a couple minutes later, like you said, I switched the channel to 105. I was listening to Hot 97. I switched the channel to 105. They was playing the same song. I switched to Z100. That's how desperate I was. I went to Z100. They was playing the song.
Wow.
I was like, okay, I'm done. I would listen to opera on the way home. That's what I had to do. That's how bad it was. I'm like, yo, jeez, give this man a break. I mean, I like the love that they show him. His music is always in heavy rotation, but like I said, the variety in the music and the radio has gotten bad.
I was digging his music when he came out, though. I ain't even gonna lie, but I think my problem is more artists that need to be heard out there. So if I keep seeing the same person and hearing the same song, I'm gonna get tired of it.
It's like you're being forced, to listen to it. It's like it's getting bad. That's when it gets watered down. That's when it gets, tired of. That's why I think people like some people who don't like Lil Wayne, I think that's probably a reason with him too, because, you hear Wayne all the fucking time. Like,
yeah.
I cannot remember a time, since he been hot, that Wayne has died down from the radio where you just ain't even hear him. Like 50 Cent right now, you don't really hear 50 Cent. Back in the day, you couldn't stop hearing 50 Cent, like you don't hear 50 no more. But Wayne is like, he's all over, and that's why I think some people sort of getting tired of him, and he can rap. I kind of like Wayne, sometimes when he's not bugging the fuck out. Like, when he actually serious and he's rapping his ass off, I fucks with him, but, they'll tend to just play it so much, they abuse it,
Yeah. You had mentioned Kendrick Lamar earlier.
Yeah.
You heard the Control verse. Did you take what he said seriously? Like, felt offended? Like other people?
The New York thing? Are we talking about, right? No. Because Mano said it. I don't know if you ever heard Mano. Well, first of all, let me just get this. He's not King of New York. Let's just get that out to it. He isn't. we all know that. That don't have to be said. But Mano said it. He's like, if you really want to be serious, technically he is, because he's King of New York. Drake's King of New York. All these Southern dudes. Well, Drake's from Canada, but whatever. He got a Southern sound sometimes. Like, they're the ones that's played the most on New York radio.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even name that many. A$AP Rocky is from New York, A$AP Ferg, but you don't hear them that much compared to them on the radio.
Okay.
And like Joey Badass, Troy Ave, you don't hear them that much compared to them on the radio. And it's fucking New York stations, like, so technically, and it's not really their fault. It's not New York's. It's New York's fault. That's all it is, because they're the ones playing the music. They're the ones who's requesting the music. And as far as the rappers, they don't have a sound that's groundbreaking and that's getting heard worldwide like these dudes are.
Yeah.
So we all at fault. New York as a whole is at fault. You know, Kendrick. It's the reason why New York got so mad.
So what would you say is your favorite track on the
CD? State right now. Like there's no New York sound. It's almost like it's about to just be born. You got a few people trying to keep that little spark light going, but it's like that New York sound is sort of, it's sort of dying. And, it's a lot of great New York rappers, but it's like they're just not getting through. And we all at fault. We just got to work a little harder, to the point where they're demanding our music on the radio. And, once we get that far, then we'll, they can't say anything. Kendrick won't be able to make that remark, But as far as me, my feelings towards it, I felt like what he initially tried to do was, keep the competitive aspect, going, and which is great because I'm all for that. Like I really really enjoy that, to see that in rap, whether it's real beef or you just lyrically sparring with the next person. And New York, we really breathe lyricists all the fucking time. Like you think about the top 5 greatest of all time, probably a lot of them motherfuckers from New York. So it's like, this is like, we sort of run lyricism. We kind of like a lot of our forefathers of rap really laid the mark in the rap.
Wasn't getting no buns, my nigga.
We have a reputation to uphold, and it's not being upheld. So, I'm happy that's because, no lie, ever since Kendrick did that, I never seen New York so unified in my life. I never seen that many disses towards one person in my life. And he's crazy because not many, I don't even know if any of the people that he actually named that he said he's coming for. A lot of them dudes not from New York. Like A$AP Rocky, I think. He's from New York. But he named Mac Miller. He's not from New York. He named J. Cole. He's not from New York. Wale. Big Sean.
Big Crit. He said Big Crit name too, huh?
I have to say my best solo
Big Crit
mixtape is.
He said his name? I don't even know. I didn't even know that.
Big Crit.
He had to like the one with him on it.
Don't worry.
He's not even that. That's because I'm on it.
But the reason why I say that is because it do show days, being versatile, everybody see him as, he regular raps, I never think about him being on Chick song,
Even though they ain't like actually get together,
as you can see,
but you can see that they got together for one mission to handle that lyrical. And
he used so many
I was happy for that, even though, they should put that much energy in getting itself that New York sound back, getting itself heard.
So what would you say is your favorite track on the CD?
They put all that energy in that disc. Now what? Like what? You gonna stop there? Now it's done. You did what you had to do. You're not gonna continue and pursue what you originally supposed to be doing. But I felt no way about that.
I'm on my mind, man.
That remark, I just was like, that's what's up, because he just stirred the water a little bit, and we seen some results, but until they put that energy and actually trying to get that New York sound back on the radio, where people are demanding it, then we'll see some change.
So what was the best response you heard? The Father,
I would say
like
Joel.
20.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I'm not even gonna lie. There's a couple I didn't even get a chance to hear. Like people telling me about Astro Kid. I didn't hear him. But I heard Joel.
Black Sheep, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I heard King Los. King Los had a good one. But I don't even think King Los is from New York. I think he's from Baltimore, I think. Yeah, I don't think he's from New York. Like, I could have sworn he was from Baltimore. If he's from New York, I just fucked his whole background up. I'm sorry, but I think he's from Baltimore. But Joel Ortiz, I think had the best one. I really like Joel Ortiz. He was rapping his ass off.
You wasn't getting no buzz, my nigga. Shit, man.
Papoose was out for blood.
I was about to ask you that, like, did you think he OD'd on that? Like, what you damn fuck?
That's money.
Send him the songs.
I wouldn't say he went too far, but I'll say that, you know, Kendrick hit a soft spot with Papoose. I'm not going to say he went too far, but he sort of back with the wrong one on that one. Because Papoose was so pissed off that he still his hair Big Sean. And Big Sean ain't say shit about New York. It was Big Sean's song. The nigga was just featured on it, and the nigga Big Sean got just for having this nigga on your record saying that shit. So I like Papoose for that, but
the way I feel.
I wouldn't say he went too far. You
had to like the one with him. Nah, the reason not even that's because I'm honest.
You can see
the reason why I say that is because it do show P. Diddy, you know, being versatile. You know, everybody see him as.
I was looking at some interview they told Big Sean. He was like,
chicks on, you know.
Yeah, I felt my verse is better.
But you know, as you can see, he does it all.
It's very hard to picture P. Diddy.
Big Sean said that his verse is better than Kendrick.
He used so many
that is bullshit. They don't even play Big Sean verse. They always play like Kendrick because it was the most controversial.
I don't even play Big Sean verse, so.
You know, it's like. You know, who gives a fuck what Big Sean said after that point? Like, once he said King of New York, it was just, okay, now the song starts from the beginning of Kendrick to the ending of Kendrick. I feel sorry for Jay Electronica. That's what I feel sorry for, because he's third verse. And it's like, you know, if you want to start the song from the beginning with Big Sean, cool. But they're damn sure going to end it after Kendrick. They're not going past that because they don't care what the next nigga talking about now. Yeah. You already said you're King of New York. Fuck what the next person talking about. So.
And he dissed the nigga on it.
He did, yeah. But I don't. You know, I think all of that is just friendly competition.
Yeah, it is. But people took it too far.
Yeah, they did. Like, yo, I'm just. The only line that was just a little OD was saying I'm King of New York. You know, that's, you know, there's people who that's a title that's so honored to have. You know, that's like, you know, that's the epitome of coming from New York, is to be King of New York. And, you know, actually a king that's even though a lot of people say I'm King of New York, a lot of it is self-proclaimed, but when there's the few who, you know, like Jay, if you consider him, you know, a lot of people still say Big is, you know, even though Big passed away, he's still King of New York. They don't, you know, that spot will never be taken.
Yeah.
You know, some people say, you know, Jay-Z, and it's like the people. How I feel about the King of New York is that the people have to, like, kings, you know, they have to be appointed to me. You know, they have to show that, you know, through their body of work that they're eligible to be King of New York. They have to have that kind of praise when you can tell, you know, especially at a concert, you know, like Jay-Z when he sold out Madison Square Garden, like, all right, even if you know, you don't consider him King of New York, the dude sold out Madison Square Garden. You know, he wasn't. A lot of people love Jay-Z. You know, a lot of people consider him, you know, the next best thing to Big. You know, so as far as the King of New York, like, as long as the people, you know, give you that credit or give you that respect to even be called King of New York, then you could call yourself that. So, you know, Kendrick, him saying King of New York, that's just baloney. You know, it was just a waste of bar. You shouldn't even have said it because, you know you're not. You know, it's If there was a different agenda in saying that, which I think there was, then, you know, I would understand if I knew that what the agenda was. But as far as being king of New York, that's a no-no. You have to be from New York. You have to have an upbringing. You have to, like, you know, show. You have to relate to all these fucking New Yorkers and to be king of New York. And he does not. He don't have those attributes to be king of New York.
So about 5 or 10 years from now, what do you see yourself as far as dealing with music?
Fuck that. You better start saying 2 to 3. That's how hard I'm working. Like, I'm about to 5 or 10. I better be in a fucking mansion. Like 2 to 3. I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to next year type. Like once my plan is, once my mixtape is out, I'm gonna get real annoying to people. Like I'm going to every open mic. I'm going to pass out my CDs everywhere. I'm gonna get known. Like I'm going to get known. I have no backup plan. I am not going to college. I am not going to trade school. I'm not doing nothing. Like I'm going to rap. Like that's what I want to do. You know, and I'm sort of banking on it to the point like if it don't happen, I'm gonna be a fucking bum. You know, I'm gonna be working at Home Depot for the rest of my life. You know, with a fucking I don't wear aprons no more. I work overnight now, but I used to. But I'm rapping. Like, so I'll give myself. I give myself, like, tell you the truth, I give myself the rest of my life to try to get on. You know, I'm going to keep going and going for it. But, you know, realistically, I see myself, you know, getting breakthrough within the next, you know, year or two, you know, the next 3 years, if you will. But, like, 5 to 10 years from now, I better be in a fucking mansion, I swear, yo. Or some hotel that's just too much money, but I got it, you know.
So for people that try to get in the game, I ain't gonna say get in the game, but like they want to start writing rhymes and stuff like that, what would you say to them?
The reason, one of the reasons that some people you can say that rap is the way it is now is because the substance has been taken away from it. There's no heart in the music anymore. Now it's become, evidently it's so easy to get in the rap game, and I can't even fucking get in, but because it's so easy to get in, and you of course we all know the benefits of the rap game. You know, there's, you know, cars, money, women, you know, it's every boy's dream. But you know, because of the benefits are so appealing, people are just, they're making anything. Like, fuck it, I'm going to get paid for it anyway. And that's the problem. You know, rap is supposed to be, it's supposed to be heartfelt. It's supposed to be something that you really put your heart into as an artist. And no matter what your heart is in, you know, you as an artist, you're supposed to have your heart in the music. And that's the problem. There's no heart in the music. So if you're going to come out, or if you plan to start rapping, you know, I would just say, like, just make sure your heart is in it. Don't be a leech in the rap game. Don't just try to make a quick buck. You know, that's what's killing it. You know, you're going to be part of the problem by doing that, you know. That's it. Stay real to yourself. Stay true to yourself. And work your ass off, because it doesn't come to you. You know, you have to go. That opportunity is not something that comes knocking on your door. That is rap is something that you got to knock on opportunities' door. You got to be like Jehovah's Witness with that opportunity. You got to really be at that door, you know, going hard, writing every day. Go to open mics, getting yourself out there.
Okay. So tell the people why they should listen to your mixtape when it drops.
Because if they don't, I'm going to fucking shoot them. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, but, well, if you, how can I explain it? Depending on what you're listening to, if you're one of the people who listen to the Molly music, quote unquote, I don't even we like the Molly music, the jingle music, whatever. So for those who don't know what Molly music is, you probably won't like me at all. Like, I am someone who has a story. You know, my mixtape is called Notepad in a Dream, and you know, me as, you know, rapper from the bottom, trying to come up. You know, we all know, well, the way rap is now would change, but back in the day, usually the first album or the first any kind of music on a CD is something it was something that every rapper put their heart into. You know, like Eminem's first album, he got it's called Infinite. And you can see that he really put his heart into that album, you know. And I take it that serious when I do a mixtape, because even though it's not an album, I'm not gonna, you know, sell millions of copies, thousands. I'm not even selling it. I'm giving out for free. But I still put that same mental process into my mixtape, because it is my first official project that I'm handing out, and I really, really, that's what I want. This is what I want to get my exposure, you know. So I cover, you know, from, you know, a story of like me coming up. I give a story about, you know, my aspect on girls. I show, you know, my lyrical capability, of course. That's always a must, you know. But the number one goal of that mixtape is really to show, you know, how I see my dream as, what I see my dream as. Since it is my first mixtape, I feel like I have to go the hardest with it. You know, some people think about, you know, just first mixtape, it's only a mixtape. You can make 1,000 more mixtape. That's true, but the way the rap game is now, you can make it off one song. You know, and I have a mixtape that's gonna have like 18, 19 songs. So I'm gonna really take this mixtape and go all over the place. I'm trying to go to Jersey. Well, in the tri-state area, of course, unless there's some kind of big competition outside the states that I could sign up for. But I'm going to really take this mixtape, like, really far. I'm not doing a second mixtape until I get recognition for the first mixtape. I don't want to be one of those rappers who have, like, 4 mixtapes down the line, 5, 6 mixtapes, and you don't even know what the first 3 was. You know, you never even heard about it. You know, that's just material that you waste and that you could actually get out. Yeah. But I'm just, like, to tell the people, you know, why they should listen to me, just if I am something real, you know, like, I really have a legit story. I want people to see my progression. I want people to see my progression. I want to have something that, you know, say if someone bumps into me, you know, like a month from now, who's from a big major record label, I want them to see, you know, where I started from. And this is the project. This project is where I'm starting from, you know. This is point A, you know. So I'm looking forward to it, and when it comes out, I hope people like it.
All right. So, any shout-outs you want to give?
Of course. You, personally, N.U.T.T'S Mag, of course. I really, really appreciate the opportunity for giving me here. You know, that it's always a good thing for exposure, and you know, I do humbly appreciate it with all my heart. Shout out to my nigga P. Days for introducing the opportunity to me. Shout out to the few fans, even though I probably don't even know who y'all are. You know, if y'all know me and I don't know you personally, I want to say thank you so much, and I'm trying, and you know, hopefully I'll see you soon.
All right. I'd like to thank you for joining me with this interview, and it's just only the beginning, and next time we're going to bang out, all right?
All right, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man.
All right, no doubt, man. All right.